This is Lesson 10, Area of a Composite Figure. Some shapes don't have a neat little formula. Sometimes you might encounter an odd shape, like a donut, a house, or an L shape. This is a composite figure. So a composite figure is made up of, is a figure or shape made up of at least two regular shapes. In order to find the area, you have to split the shape up into its smaller parts. Let's take a look at the first example. So we have here a composite figure, and what we need to do is split into three rectangles and find the area of each, then add them all together. Now I could split this up a couple different ways. I'm going to choose to take this line and extend it across, and this line and extend it across. And so what results is three rectangles, and we're going to label them Area 1, Area 2, and Area 3. Okay, we're going to start by finding Area 1. So the formula of a rectangle is length times width, so we always write our formula first, and now we're going to do substitution. So Area 1, I can see that it has 2 meters on it. It actually looks like this. On this rectangle we have 2 meters, 3 meters, and this 3.8. Now the 3.8 is the length of the whole shape, and I only want this much to fit my rectangle. I need that length. So 3.8 is not going to work for me. So even though it's on the shape, doesn't mean I'm going to use it. We have to look for the length and width that fit that shape. And so we can see that here we have the width and here we have the length. So 2 and 3 are going to be the numbers that we use. So that would be 2 times 3, and we have the Area 1, it's 6 meters squared. All right, now we're going to go ahead and solve Area 2. So it's still a rectangle, so we use our rectangular formula, length times width. And we need to look for the dimensions for this shape. So I can see that I have the length here, which is 10.5, and here's the width. So again, 3.8 is on it, but remember 3.8 is from the top to the bottom. And that's not going to help me have this little width right there, or 3.8 is not that width. So we don't have it because it's not on this side either. So what we need to do is take a look at all the sides that are going up and down and see which ones can help us. So I'm going to start by highlighting 3.8. That side is going up and down, and 2 meters is going up and down. And what I'm going to do is use those two sides to find the width that I want. So 3.8 is from here to here, and 2 meters is from here to here. And so we know it's also 2 meters on this side. So what I can do in order to get the side right here is simply subtract 3.8 minus 2. And that will give me my missing side of 1.8 meters. All right, so let's go ahead and write that on. So we'll write in 1.8, and now I'm ready to do my calculation. So we have length is 10.5 times 1.8. I'll put that in my calculator. So 10.5 times 1.8, and I get 18.9. And that would be meters squared. All right, now I have to calculate Area 3. So it's still a rectangle, so I'm going to do length times width. And when I'm looking at Area 3, I'm now looking at this triangle. I already have here my length. I need my width. It looks like 6 would be, however 6 goes again from the top of the shape all the way to the bottom. So that might help me find it. Let's see what other dimensions can help me. So I look to all the sides that go up and down. So I know 6 meters is from the top to the bottom. And I have 1.8 is that little bit there. So if I transfer the 1.8 to this side, I can see that if I take 6 from here to here and I subtract 1.8, what I'll be left with is the side that I want. So let's go ahead and do that work. So we're going to do 6 minus 1.8. Let's put that in my calculator. And I get 4.2 meters. So I know that this distance here is 4.2. All right, let's put it in to my calculation. So I have 4.2 times 4. So 4.2 times 4 gives me 16.8 meters squared. All right, so my last step is to add them all together. So what I'm going to do is put area T. T stands for total, and I'm going to add 6 plus 18.9 plus 16.8. So I'll add these all up. 6 plus 18.9 plus 16.8, and I get 41.7 meters squared. And that's my final area. All right, let's take a look at example 2. Example 2, this is a composite figure. It says to find the area of the shaded region in the following shape. So it says here, we have a little idea that we can do. We can treat the area as one big rectangle that's missing a few pieces. Find the big area and subtract off the small. So in red, I'm going to outline, we're going to think of this as one big rectangle like this. And that is going to be my area 1. And then this square inside will be area 2. This corner will be area 3, and this corner will be area 4. So if I find the big rectangle, and then I find the 3 smaller ones, I just have to subtract the smaller ones, and what will be left is the gray shaded part. All right, let's start with area 1. So area 1, I have 13 for my length, but my width, I have 8.5, which is this shaded part here, and then 3.5 for that part where it's the corner. So I'm going to need to add those two numbers together to get the whole red length all the way down. So let's add them up. 8.5 plus 3.5 gives me 12. So from the top of the shape to the bottom of the shape, we know it's going to be 12 meters. And we got that by adding 8.5 plus 3.5. All right, so let's put that in. So area 1, that large rectangle is going to be 13 times 12. Okay, let's put that together. 13 times 12 gives me 156 meters squared. Okay, now let's find area 2. So area 2 is a square. We know it's a square because we have 3 on one side and 3 on the other. But the area of a square is the same as the area of a rectangle, length times width. And we can see we got 3 times 3. So let's go ahead and put that in. So 3 times 3 is 9 meters squared. Okay, now let's do area 3. So area 3 is another rectangle, length times width. For area 3, we can see we have 3.5 for my length and 3 meters as my width. So I can go ahead and plug that in. So 3.5 times 3. We'll put that in our calculator, which is 10.5 meters squared. And I'm going to look at area 4. And area 4 has the same dimensions as area 3, 3.5 and 3. So I know that area 4 equals area 3, which is just 10.5 meters squared. Okay, my last step is to do area total. I'm going to do that over here so I have room. So area total, I'm going to take area of the large rectangle, which is 156, and then I'm going to subtract out this middle rectangle here, which is 9 meters squared, and I'll subtract out this corner, and then I'll subtract out this last piece. Okay, and that is going to 156 minus 9 minus 10.5 minus 10.5. That's going to give me 126 meters squared. Okay, and that's the total area of the shaded region. So we've done an example where we add to get the total area, and if you have an example like example 2, you're going to have to do a subtract out those corners. Let's take a look at example 3. Okay, example 3 says to find the area of the given shapes. I can see here it's already divided into 2 shapes for me. Let's call the rectangle area 1 and we'll call the triangle area 2. So area 1 is length times width, and I can see that I have 1 and 8 as my dimensions. So 1 times 8, and 1 times 8 is going to be 8 meters squared. Now let's do area 2. So for area 2, it's a triangle, so that formula is base times height divided by 2. My base is this length here, and my height would be this dimension. So I can see my height is 3.5, and my base is the same as this 8 here, so we know that would be 8 as well. Okay, let's sub that in. So that's going to be 8 times 3.5 divided by 2. Okay, we'll put it in our calculator. 8 times 3.5 divided by 2, that gives me 14 meters squared. And then we're going to go ahead and get the area total by adding 8 plus 14. So 8 plus 14 gives me 22 meters squared. Okay, we got one more example we're going to look at here. So this example is made up of a rectangle and a semicircle. So let's start by identifying the rectangle. So we can see we have a rectangle here. And if we go down, there's our rectangle. So we'll call that area 1. Area 2 is our semicircle. And then area 3, I'm going to put it in a different color because we're going to have to cut that out. It's not actually part of the shape. I see another situation here that hasn't come up. I have one dimension in centimeters and I have another dimension is meters. So we need to change our meters into centimeters. And on our staircase, we know that we would have to go down 2 stairs to go from meters to centimeters. So that would be timesing by 100, which makes this 160 centimeters. So that's what we're going to use in our calculations, because we need to have the same units. All right, let's start with area 1. So area 1 is length times width, which will be 90 times 160. So 90 times 160 is 14,400 centimeters squared. Area 2 is a semicircle, so we know the area of a circle is pi r squared. And then we have to divide that by 2 because it's a semicircle, which means it's half the original amount. So pi is 3.14. We know that the radius is from the center to the edge, so that would be half of 90, which is 45 centimeters. So we'll put that in the formula, and that's divided by 2. So 3.14 times 45 squared divided by 2 equals 3,179.25 centimeters squared. And area 3 also has a radius of 45 centimeters. So area 2 equals area 3, which would equal the 3,179.25. All right, let's find our total area. So area total is we take our rectangle, 14,400. We have to add area 2, and then we have to subtract area 3, which ends up being just our original answer of 14,400 centimeters squared. And that makes sense because this section, it's like we took it out and put it on the other end. Okay, hopefully this has helped you understand area of